Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
In the Streets is where we talk about what's going on in pop culture. It can be, maybe a viral video. Sometimes we talk about more serious stuff like politics and all those kinds of things. I actually don't know the stories today, but Diamond does. So we're going to play a quick video for you guys.
Give her that mic.
And she's going to give some of a background for that. Aaron, you ready to show the team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, when you be jealous of people, why you be trying to be their friend? When you don't like somebody, why you still be following them on Instagram? You a monitoring spirit. In real life, if you put your energy and time and effort into people that actually like you and you align with, you probably would be doing better in life. But you would rather follow people that you don't like so you can send screenshots to your group chat and be like, look at her, look what she doing. It's giving misery. Giving I'm not accomplishing my goals. It's giving I ain't got no favor and I don't think it's fair. You sit with God for a second and talk to him about what you got going on and what you want to work through in real life, you can fix yourself. I used to be the person that gave energy and effort and all types of stuff to people that didn't deserve it. And baby, let me tell you, thank you, God. Lost, but now I'm found, baby, because in real life, I wasted so much time and effort on people that didn't deserve it, and you have too. So I dare you, I challenge you to get it together. Stop giving energy to people that is beneath you and your calling. Yeah, I said beneath because in reality, they are beneath you. Go ahead and focus on your focus. People don't even deserve your energy for real. In reality, that spirit of jealousy don't even feel good on you, baby. Go ahead, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off, shake it. Y'all gonna get this word, baby.
This is so Val right here.
I did choose this one, and the reason I chose
not you. This is Brother Carter all day. This is Brother Carter.
I really, we have to get past this thing of this jealousy, this thing that we can't even congratulate someone else. And then what's happening to us, we're feeling like we have to measure ourselves up to other people. Come on, people. Stop allowing the enemy to put you in this box, drag you down, and stop you from getting where God has already mapped it out for you.
Correct.
So I really wanted to kind of, yes, I'm making a joke because she's kind of going and I talk about shaking it off. Baby, I done learned how to shake it off, honey. Because if I allow all the things that came my way and stay stuck in my head, look, I would have missed out on the rooftop today.
What you want to do is, being in the bowling alley, we just bowled last week, right? And so if you just stay in your lane and not be like Brother Carter, throw the ball in the other lane,
you probably could have.
Yeah. See, you can knock your own pins down, but you want to go get in somebody else's lane.
You can't even get credit for that.
No.
Thank you for helping me
I
out.
just wanted to put that thing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Anybody got?
And you can't, I guess, go on with the next person is God has what he has for you. You can't base your situation on the next person. And you can't, everybody has a situation that they go through, and it's not something that they go through overnight.
Right.
Their success has not just been an overnight success. Like some people see, oh, I see that person grinding and I want to become a chef. And they go get into it and then they're not sticking with it. The person that succeeds in life and continue to go on and push through it is because it's their passion and they love it and it's their drive.
Your own lane.
You in your own lane. Yes.
Because you in your own
fearless, flawless. Yes.
Outside looking in, that look easy. I can do that.
So they want
and then when they try it, they fail.
Because you in the wrong lane.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
I thought we were talking on the show, but
one thing about you though, AD, I like you're a man amongst men and you're a man amongst women. So handle your business.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I like how Brother Carter used the bowling analogy because we legitimately all have our own lane. And what tends to happen if you bowl, you recognize this when you do something, when you cross over a boundary or your ball goes into another lane, there's an error or a fault that comes up on your scorecard.
Yes.
And that is something that we don't pay attention to most of the time because we're just going to bowl to have fun. None of us are professional bowlers.
Right.
But I think that if we could legitimately stay in our lane and give the best effort that we can, it doesn't matter what your overall score is at the end. Whether you bowl a 150, you get a
There
perfect
you
game.
go.
I'm over
There
here in
you
the
go.
80s. It doesn't matter. 80 is my best.
That's my best.
And if I gave my best, that's all God can ask for. Now, if my best is an 80 and I give a 30, well, then I have to give an account for that.
You need
right?
to answer on.
Likewise, if your best is the perfect game and you over here with me bowling in the 80, that's hey,
Get away from him.
exactly. So stay in your lane.
I love
Stay in your lane.
Perfect your craft. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Before it's like you can multitask, but like you stay in one lane. Like you
Can't be all over the
you can't be all over the place. There you go.
Yeah.
You can't be the baker and the caterer and then also the makeup artist
Yes.
and all that. First perfect one craft before you move on to the
Then
next
build on.
and then build on.
I like it.
And serve your purpose. Quit trying to be in other people's purpose. In
There
life.
you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Your
Yes.
own purpose. You said
Yes.
something that sounded in my mind and brought a song up.
Yeah.
God has for you, this for you.
Yeah.
So what God has for me,
And he's gonna let you
It is
shine
for
in
me.
that purpose.
That's right.
Yes.
it ain't for you. It's for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so
then.
don't be jealous and hating. We still talking about that girl.
Same
that
that.
was
Yeah.
talking
They,
out.
all right. Yes. All right. Then we're gonna move on to the next one.
Oftentimes people look at my resume and they say, wow, Deshauna, you're so accomplished. I mean, this is like a 3-page resume, right? If you saw my resume of failures, it wrapped around this building twice, maybe 3 times. I am more proud of my resume of failures than I am of my resume of successes, and here's why. Because when the world tried to knock me down, I got back up again. This resume represents the moment someone shut a door in my face and I still found another door to open. My resume of failures are impressive because I'm still standing here. But the truth is, my resume of failures represents the things I can't control. Even when it came to Miss USA, I can't control if these people choose me. But what I can do is show up. What I can do is be my best self in this moment. That's what I can be. I encourage each of you to remember what you can and can't control. And I want you to give yourself a pat on the back for every time you chose to get up, every meeting you chose to plan, every conference you chose to attend, every phone call you chose to make, every email you chose to send. Why? Because perseverance, tenacity, and resilience are qualities and characteristics only winners have.
All
Resonated
right,
with
then.
me all the way.
Okay, then. So Stephanie, you're a little quiet on this end. I want you to take this
I'm
in.
just
Take,
thinking.
take this in first.
Well, I like what she was saying, and I think that it's a lot of truth in it. If you can master being able to take hardship and take the data that you need to collect from that situation and apply it moving forward, I mean, you dominate the rest of your life. And also mastering the ability to relinquish control. I think a lot of people don't get to where they want to go, or they find themselves in a hole and then they dig themselves deeper and deeper because they're trying to gain control of the situation. And it's something that you can't control. Once you realize that 99% of things are outside of your control and you relinquish your need to control, then you've mastered this area of your life. But as long as there's that tug of war, you're going back and forth. I mean, you have to surrender at some point.
Us don't have that struggle.
But again,
I mean,
and you're
tough.
trying to control something. Really, you're actually showing your insecurities in your lack of faith. Because if
It's
you
lack of faith.
because really you have no control over it. I can't control, like she said, she couldn't control that you guys are going to vote for her. But even if you don't vote, she still showed up. If only one person got on here this morning to listen to us talk, we still showed up.
Yeah.
And we still are going to have a great time, and we're going to have a great show. So you can't measure your success off of someone else. And the only way you can succeed is get going.
I think one of the things that we tend to skip over, and it was your first point, taking that moment to really assess where you could have improved and getting out of the emotional part of it, because it is challenging if someone says no. to not feel that if someone doesn't extend you an offer of employment, if you don't get selected for, Miss America, Miss USA, whatever that competition may have been, if you don't get the catering gig, speaking gig, whatever. Too many of us spend far more time in the emotional section than the assessment part of it, trying to be practical and see, okay, well, maybe my presentation wasn't where it needed to be. Maybe the persona that I was, bringing to the table wasn't in alignment with that company, and that's fine. Maybe they saw something that stood out on my resume. So often when it comes to interviews, people don't ask for feedback as to why they didn't get the position.
Exactly.
Good, bad, or indifferent. Like, hey, you interviewed me for the job. It's been a couple of weeks. I haven't heard back. Was there anything that stood out? Was there anything that I could have done differently? And I promise you, 9 times out of 10, the folks will give you the feedback.
They will give you the feedback.
They'll give you the feedback.
That's good.
But we don't ask people in our lives for feedback either. We don't ask for feedback in friendships.
And I think that we should. But at the same time, if you ask for feedback, then you need to be receptive to it. I think a lot of times what we do is we want that, but then we put the wall up because then we don't really want to hear the truth. So
I don't think we want it most of the time. I think most of the time we just want to vent. We just want to get these feelings out and okay, I have dumped. I can go back to my day. See you later. Bye.
But what good comes out of that?
The feeling has released. That's it. That is legitimately it. You have this heavy burden has been placed on you with the emotion that you are carrying, that you're choosing to carry around.
But you can't fix you. You're not fixing any part of
the fixed, because that's not your goal.
The next situation come up, you're going to be in that same situation.
The intention is not to fix the actual problem. The intention is to get this feeling off of me.
The objective is relief.
Right, which is one of the reasons why most people tend to lean towards some type of alcohol, drug abuse. Like there's something that you're trying to detach from in that moment, and you don't want to actually sit in it, take the time to assess what the actual problem is and move forward. We experienced this with family members, friends. We all got that, or have had that one person that will call you to dump, and then, okay, that's all I want to talk about. Bye.
Yeah, I used to be a trash can.
Yeah, hey.
I was that trash can.
Me too.
I was that trash. He probably had to tell me.
Well, as coaches and psychiatrists and stuff like that y'all are, you have to be. You have to.
Well, we get paid for it now. We get paid for it now. We weren't getting paid for it back in the day. We get paid for it now. It's a little different.
All right, you get ready to say something. Go ahead, Taylor.
Oh yeah, and I would say going back to being able to check your emotions. I think the first clip when it talked about like jealousy, I was actually listening to a message a couple of days ago, and they was saying that sometimes jealousy is a natural feeling of envy. The Bible even tells us about that, right? To be mindful of that. But instead of using that to have those negative feelings and even allow you to express negative actions towards someone, use that as a motivating force. What is it about this person's story, journey, success, what they have that's triggering something in you where your lack is? And now let's tap into your lack and how you can be able to like either ask God to provide those provisions or work on that. And I think too much we get stuck in the feeling of, well, how did she get this? And like you said, we don't know their story. It's not for me to know the story. That's for them to know their story. But there is something that I'm lacking that I'm seeing. So now what does Taylor need to go do to be able to obtain what are those things that I desire out of this life?
I love that.
And even if you knew the story and were offered the opportunity to go through that same experience, you probably wouldn't do it. You probably wouldn't do it. Even if you knew going through it. Even if you knew going through it would get you this result, you'd be like, no, I don't want to.
All right, y'all.
I'm gonna sit over here and just be jealous.
Okay.